Hey guys, it's me, Wood Genius here. Um, there is gonna be no Saturday night live stream. I just don't feel like doing it tonight. I really just am not having the best day today. The grieving process is just so hard. Okay. Man, this shit is so hard to fathom. Every day I wake up, my mom isn't there. The first person I talk to, my mom isn't there. The first person I hug or kiss, not saying I don't love my aunt or my uncle or anybody, my mom ain't there. I miss my mama, and I know she is much better now, but it sucks I can't see her anymore. That pain I felt when we got the call will never go away. I still feel it today, but sometimes it's easy to control, unless I'm having days like this. But when I'm alone at night, while everyone else is asleep and I'm still up, it all starts to sink in. A day or so ago, I called her phone just to hear her voicemail. Her voicemail voice again. And I told her that I love her. I miss her, and if she can somehow call me from heaven, or if she can turn a light on or something, please do it so I can see that you're here. I miss you. Then I would hang up. I truly do believe that there is a heaven, and my mom, and I know my mom is up there, and my grandma is up there right now watching over us. I just wish there was something they can do, like call my phone or turn my light on, or something that ghosts or spirit would do when they grab your attention. I miss you, Mom and Grandma. Fly high. I mean it. Fly high. I just decided to write this on a Word document because I feel like it would limit the amount of speaking errors that I have while talking to you guys about this. This isn't an update video, so yeah, this is not an update video about how I'm doing. This video is me telling you guys a memory of me and my grandma and my mom. So, let's start this off with talking about the memories I had with my grandma. Then we'll move on to my mom. Oh gosh. Grandma. I remember when I was an infant, still wearing diapers, living in Colorado Springs. You would be there for me all the time because my mom wasn't around. I don't know where she was when I needed her, but you were always right there to love me and take good care of me and make me happy. When I was a baby, you would used to turn on Teletubbies or whatever you used to turn on as a baby to make me happy. Not only that, but you would play with me. You tickle me and make me laugh, and I think you would play toys with me, if I remember correctly. I'm sure you did because you always made your grandkids happy. You were like the highlight of our family. Everybody loves you, and you were an all-around good grandma. I don't know how I would have been if it weren't for you coming in when I needed someone the most. Then, as I got into kindergarten, I remember you coming into my school and spending the day with me and my classmates, watching us learn and even helping us. I remember you taking me to the park and pushing me on the swings until my bus came, or on random weekends early in the mornings or the afternoons. I even remember when we would go to get breakfast at Burger King. I would have their French toast stick and you would have the same thing as I did. Even as I got older, me and you had a very, very loving relationship. Like grandson, like grandma kind of relationship. Even when we had our bad days, in the end, we loved each other. I mean, no family is perfect, and we all have bad days. I remember all the times we would watch AFE at night or America's Most Wanted. That show scared me. It actually used to scare me when I was little because of John Walsh, or because just how the show was. I don't know why. I really don't know. I remember when I got my first bike with training wheels, and you taught me how to pedal and how to ride it, even though I was only allowed to ride in the parking lot in front of our apartment. I was only 6 or 7, maybe 5 at the time. And I remember all those times in the summer when I heard the ice cream truck. You would go get it. You would go to it with me, and we got ice cream when you had the money, because there was times where you didn't have the money. I also remember you being there for me when Mom and I would get into arguments and stuff. You were always right there to help me calm myself down and take my mind off my mom with that nature stuff you watched on TV. I also remember the times when I would be too scared to sleep in my room alone at night because my mom wasn't home and we shared a bed together and I was scared of the dark. You would always allow me to come in your room and sleep on the floor next to your bed. So I felt much safer and more comfortable by your side. Because when I was littler, I had a lot of night terrors. For some reason, and I don't remember them at all. I am so glad that you got to see me become this amazing grandson that will be with you forever. I miss you so much. And I am glad that I got to spend one more night with you before you peacefully passed. Now, on to you, Mom. Wait. Now, you might have not have always been there for me when I was growing up. Oh my god, my typing is just horrible here. But that doesn't mean you left me in the dust completely. I remember when you lived in a house, apartment, whatever it was, behind Diamond Shamrock. And I remember my grandma would walk me over to your house, or sometimes you would come and get me yourself. Then you would bring me on over to your house, where my broken battery powered Jeep toy that I still liked to sit in and pretend I was driving it. I also remember we would listen to music choice, hip hop, or sometimes the radio itself. I remember all of the trips we took downtown to Uncle Wilbur Water Park, or sometimes you would take me to America the Beautiful every summer. Or you would take me to the pool that was in our apartment. Or I would just ride along with you to your appointments because why not? I also remember our walks to the park, but I specifically remember the one walk to the park and we ran through the sprinklers like idiots because we were bored and needed something to do. I remember our walks were also pretty fun sometimes too. I remember when we were going home from downtown and it started raining and cars just kept splashing us as they went on by. That was so much fun. I just miss and remember the times of us being goofy and laughing and talking together and going places like Red Robin and IHOP, or when me and you would go to Walmart and not Grandma every now and then, and you let me look at the car stereos, video games, toys, laptops, when Walmart still had the displays out before they removed them because Walmart is boring now. And plus, no more McDonald's and Walmarts. I remember you or Grandma would give me a cheeseburger and fries when we went to Walmart because I got hungry. I remember when we got paid at midnight, we would go to 7-Eleven or Walgreens to get junk food and snacks and go home. I know that doesn't sound fun at all, but during our walks, we talked and joked about stuff that made it fun and not as boring. I also remember playing video games together, even though we didn't do it much together growing up. You know, when I had my Wii and my Xbox 360. But I specifically remember in 2018 when I got that original Xbox, we would play NBA and Need for Speed, even though you had a hard time trying to learn. We still had our laughs and our smiles and good times playing on that Xbox together. I also remember drawing you and Grandma really random and nice things that my little creative mind had in store. Especially art projects from school and earning good rewards from school and getting your guys' good job and stuff like that. I also remember when our neighbor Jerry would let you drive her car and me and you would turn on the radio and jam out if something good came on as we were driving wherever we were going. I even dreamt of one day when we would get a car and me and you would drive to Aberdeen ourselves and spend the day there by ourselves with nobody else. That I would have really enjoyed, and I know you would have enjoyed that too, but sadly it never came. 2021 for me and you was the year that changed everything forever. You got to see me get my first job and my first bank account. Working at Super Value in Faulkton, and you got to see me face my final year of high school, and you got to see me graduate too. We also faced a lot of bad days, but again, in the end, we still have love for each other no matter what, and that will never die. But also, 2021 ended in a bad way because when it really should have been the bestest birthday we've ever had with you. Getting to go to Ohio and see Grandma one last time before she would be facing her last month or days, and then doing something with you, me, and Uncle Mike and Gerald. But instead, the tough times had to come, and I sure wish it was all just nothing but a fucked up dream. Cirrhosis took you away from us, and there was nothing you could do about it, so you had to let go, sadly. In that moment that my aunt got that emotional and yet heartbreaking nightmare feeling, depressing, painful, and never forgotten call that you passed. I felt my heart sink to the bottom of my core like I never felt it before. I got the feeling of faint heartbreak, like a glass bottle being thrown. Actually, like someone, a piece of my heart, and someone stomped it, like stomping on a balloon hardcore to where blood just gushes out everywhere. Then I broke down and cried like I never have before because I wouldn't get to see you or talk to you or hug you anymore. And plus, I don't think I got to say a good enough goodbye. Mom, thank you as well for making me the man that you have made me into today. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mom. You taught me how to be crazy in a good way. You taught me love. You taught me respect. You taught me so many things that maybe not a lot of kids out there are being taught. We shared a lot of labs, conversations, pictures, and took them to be memories that I will never, ever forget. Hold on. I love you guys so much. Mom, Grandma, if you're watching this somehow, I love you so much. I love you guys so much. I miss you guys literally every day. Every minute, every hour, every second. Thank you guys so much for